Alright, what is up everyone? This is going to be Inori's jungle tier list for the new season 14.1. I'm going to go over everything even after the hotfix about what's good and what's bad in the jungle and what you should be doing in the jungle position in this new cool early game focused meta. So for starters, some champions absolutely destroyed by it. Others are thriving. To no surprise, you see Graves still at the top. And why is Graves still at the top? Well, because he can benefit from a lot of things, including lethality items. Yeah, lethality items are surprisingly extremely good, and Graves was able to abuse them before, and he's still able to abuse them. And I suspect a hard nerf in the future for Graves, and I am looking forward to it because I don't think he's that great of a champion. Or not great of a champion. I think he's just, disgusting as a champion. But anyways, move on. Bel'Veth, no, to no surprise. Personally, I think the only reason she is really OP is because she can get her R from a void grub, so she can get it really early, and she's able to play around void grubs. She's extremely good, but she's a high skill, not mechanics champion, but she's just like you have to one trick her and learn her in and outs to actually perform well on Bel'Veth. I don't like it. I don't like that champion at all. And also, she's really good synergy with Kraken Slayer, and some of these new items are super good on her. For starters, let me go over something really OP item. Titanic Hydra was 55 attack damage to 550. Got nerfed to 50 attack damage 500. It's still really good on some champions, but some other champions are not as broken as it was at the beginning of the season. So one champion that's really OP on Master Yi. It's first item into the Hexplate item, which is also really good. Super OP Master Yi champion is really broken. I think he's one of the best junglers in the current patch. If you know how to play him, he's a very high skill champion though. Takes a lot of understanding, but he's a very strong champion. I think he synergizes really well with these new items, and the early game void grubs are super easy for him to do. So Master Yi looking really good. So Briar's my girl. I honestly, the build I've been doing is just so free LP. If you go like Profane Hydra into some of these broken items, lethality, Sunder Sky, I'm telling you, you're going to be drowning in LP, and I think she's extremely strong, and you should be definitely spamming Briar if you want to get a free LP. Lilia has risen in my ranks. I thought Lilia was okay, but now I think she's broken. When I see you go Leandries into Riftmaker and you play Lilia, she's by far the best AP jungle in the patch right now. I dare say she's S+ if you know how to play her, but I don't like playing her. I don't like Deers, but she's extremely broken if you want to go that kind of route. Rengar as well. Rengar, I suspect a heavy nerf because he is a high skill champion. He shouldn't be winning so much. He got buffed because Profane Hydra got hotfix buffed. It's extremely good now on champions that can auto attack a lot and use attack resets like Rengar, Briar, stuff like that. So really good. His build path seemed really strong. He has good synergy and all that kind of stuff. Ivern is again a big winner in the season. He's really good with the item synergy, and honestly, I think enchanter items are over soon. So I hope to see some nerfs in that kind of category because I don't like playing against these shield and heal comps like Seraphine as well. Evelyn, she is abusing Storm Surge, so it's hard to say because the hotfix nerf might drop her win rate. But she is a winner because all she does really want is AP and Magic Pen, and the AP items are really good for her. Nocturne, I think a lot of people are building Nocturne like shit, so it's really hard to see his win rate go up. But I think if you go in my new video I'm going to be putting out, you go into Hexplate, of course, the ability haste ultimate item, into Eclipse, you're going to be winning a lot more Nocturne games, and I think it's really good on the Nocturne champion. Xin Zhao too, Titanic, really broken on him. You go Spear of Sojin, Sunder Sky. These items are really, really good, and he benefits a lot with these new season changes because his clears, all clears got kind of slowed down. All fast junglers got slowed down a bit, while slow junglers slightly went up, so it benefited Xin Zhao a lot. So he's clearing extremely well because of that. Vago, I think he's like a hidden OP right now. I think people are just like really underestimating how strong Vago is. I think Kraken Slayer, build path, so many different items, Titanic. He's really swimming in LP right now. I think he's a great pickup. He's a good champion in the current meta. Jack Jungle 2, Triforce is low-key, I think, as people... I think what's going to happen is they're going to nerf Sunder Sky, which the item is completely broken on some champions like Aatrox. And then Triforce is going to be really broken. I think a lot of champions are going to end up going Triforce again. So I think Triforce is currently really good, and Jack's Jungle really does spam Triforce really well. So that's a good pickup right there. Kha'Zix is a bit of a loser in the new season, but Lethality items are good, but he just absolutely cannot do void grubs. He's real shit at void grubs. That's just unfortunate, and that's just a very important part of the early game jungle is to be able to do 5-minute void grubs. Kha'Zix doesn't able to do that, but he doesn't have benefits because he can go more lethality items. But yeah, overall he's in a decent spot. You would be happy to be a Kha'Zix dirty one trick. Brand jungle, he's weaker than before, I will say. People spam him, people play him. I don't think he's crazy OP. You have to play him really well, but I think he's gonna get outshined by some of these other mages. Like Lilia is a much better pick, in my opinion. Echo, he's abusing some of the more OP AB items, but I think he's actually in a really nice spot. There's a little diversity in his build path. I think Proto and Tilishbane, it's going to be a really nice build for him and a really fun itemization path. Gwen jungle, I think AP bruisers are probably the most broken class in the game right now. Gwen, for example, can go into these like Riftmaker items, Liandry's and Asher's, very strong and very good for the Gwen jungle. Rek'Sai, the beautiful queen, I think she's OP. I mean, I spank people in high-low with Rek'Sai, even with the Titanic nerf. So I go Titanic into like opportunity, gives me movement speed. You can go into different build paths as well. Cleaver, stuff like this. I think Rek'Sai is a beautiful, beautiful queen, and she deserves respect. Warwick is actually a big winner too. Titanic is really good on Warwick. You can go Titanic, you can go Triforce, all these items, really nice on him. I think he's actually a huge winner. You should be happy if you're playing Warwick jungle. Vi too, Vi is a big winner. I think items are good on her. Sundra Sky, Triforce is still really good. And I think these are like core items that she can benefit a lot from, so she's doing really well. Nunu win rate is so low, but dude, I lost that guy, man, the Nunu one trick, pentakill, bro. He got rank 1. He got challenger first like that. I just can't stand it, bro. I guess Nunu is broken. I don't know what else to say. I don't like Nunu. Zach Jungle, you're probably like, Inori, he's so shit. He got hotfix buff, and hotfix buffs are actually insane. I actually think you just go AP Zach Jungle. You go like Liandry's into Riftmaker on him, and he's just insanely broken. You can just go some of these, you know, AP bruiser items and start abusing it, and you're just gonna be slapping people left and right. The B tier is better be something else, because these champs are good but not that good. Hecarim, for example, he's in this like purgatory of not knowing what items to build. Personally, I think you just have to go like Spear into Triforce is like your best option. I'll probably have a video about that in the future, but yeah, it's not looking good for some of these champs. And Teemo, surprising, is a big winner with that broken item Malignus or something. He's just able to get insane power with Liandry's in that build, so I'm very disappointed. I don't like that champion, so I hope it gets nerfed. Rammus the turtle, he's good. He's an okay tank jungle. He always does well, so he's relatively in a good position. Udyr, I think with the Liandry's build into tank, he's actually quite strong. You go like Liandry's into, you know, Jack Show and stuff. You could go AD Udyr too. I think Tiger with Triforce into Blaze is actually very strong too. So if you like that, that's definitely an option. Trundle, he's in a decent spot, but he's better top than jungle. Mordekaiser, I think he's actually a huge winner. I think you go Liandry's into Riftmaker. Those broken AP items on Mordekaiser jungle, you're going to be slapping people super hard. So I think he's a big winner in the jungle role. Diana, a bit of a loser right now, but I think she has potential to be a winner. I think as they change items, she's going to have a really good time in the jungle meta. Same thing with Rumble. Rumble's actually abusing Magic Pen. A lot of these AP picks are really abusing Flat Pen. You're either abusing mage items or you're using like AP mage bruiser items. But yeah, Rumble's a fair example of that, and he's doing really well with that. Kindred, I think as other junglers get nerfed, Kindred will go up a bit. I think Triforce is good on her. I think Kraken Slayer is really good. I think Kraken Triforce is a good combination. I think she'll do better as, you know, time goes on. I believe she'll be in a good position. C tier is like, I can't even right now. Like, they're not good. They're just struggling. I feel like the barrier between bad junglers and good junglers are really big now, and it's a big example of like the table drops really hard when you start to get into this tier. I've actually had good games on Elise, but like I also find like as items gonna get nerfed, it's hard for her to really, you know, benefit a lot from it. These junglers too, I think if you're not the good AP junglers, you're just part of the bad category. You don't want to be part of the bad category. Shaco is in this weird position where I don't know what he exactly wants to build. Kane is also losing Gore Drinker. For these two champions, losing Gore Drinker was it's a huge item, right? Like champions that lost Gore Drinker are not happy because that item was literally god tier. and now they're in a real bad position. And also, Fiddle lost his mythic item, so he's in a weird position where he needs more time to get his specific items. But he's in an okay spot, so I don't think he's a terrible pick. But yeah, F tier champions like Karthus. Karthus is just, you know, you can see how broken Liandry's was because of how bad Karthus ended up being by losing it. And I'm happy to see it. I don't like Karthus at all. Silas Jungle too, unfortunately, is really bad now. I like Silas Jungle, but it doesn't really look like he's playable now, so that's just a bit of a disappointing. But yeah, that's my jungle tier list. I'm going to be uploading daily videos all the time. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think in the videos, comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck in your games, and take care.